Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, we are faced with a very constrained appropriation bill, and this is a legacy of the looting, plundering and maladministration that featured under the Zuma administration. The ACDP believes that far more must be done to reduce corruption, wasteful and irregular expenditure. And whilst some progress has been made in this regard, clearly, I'm sure we all agree that far more must be done in this regard because it has resulted in additional tax, an increase in VAT, increase in fuel levy, and on the other side, an 85 billion rand haircut for departments across the board over the medium term. Now, thankfully, economic growth is set to improve from October's projected 0.7% of GDP to 1.3% due to heightened investor and business confidence. And this will hopefully translate into improved revenue collection. And so we also welcome the fact that steps have been taken to stabilize SARS. It is disgraceful that 50 billion was lost at SARS and that was under-collected. And so the central fiscal objective must be to stabilize the national debt to GDP ratio by closing the budget deficit. And as other speakers have referred to, SOCs are responsible for the largest share of infrastructure spending, and real growth in SOC infrastructure spending is significant and is projected to be 12.3%. As opposed to that, infrastructure spending by national, provincial and local government is set to decline between 2018 and 2019. What is obviously concerning, and we all are aware of that, is that Eskom accounts for most of the state capture allegations and, of course, the most deviations from Treasury policy and regulations in its procurements. And I would think that most of that relates to the coal purchases, which National Treasury, which we as the Public Enterprises Portfolio Committee inquired into in the Eskom inquiry. The Committee on Appropriations in its report also highlights that procurement plans of major entities, that's your SOCs, were not submitted in time, as per the budget process regulated timelines. And a previous speaker, Mr. Maini, referred to this adds to the perception of a slapgat budget process. How can we as Parliament properly interrogate the budget process when we don't receive those procurement plans? PRASA, which we know has got a lot of allegations, also indicated that their planning cycle was undermined. Now, they didn't submit their procurement plans, but their planning was undermined by constant changes in its management, including in its board of directors. Now, we believe and we share the views that corporate governments of SOCs must be improved, and we call for stability in the management of the SOEs, and we welcome yesterday's announcement.
As you just noticed, your time has expired.